Hey guys, welcome back to some more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This is SH, and we are playing as the Sith Warrior still. I'm doing something a little bit different this time. This is actually a voiceover, and I recorded this gameplay a few days ago when I had time to record, but not time to actually commentate. Or just only 10 minutes or something like that. So this video is a little bit shorter than usual, but don't worry, the next video is actually quite a bit longer. I think it's like 30 minutes or something like that. So, but it's also the last video I have of Star Wars: The Old Republic, because you know it's just the beta's ending. I was only allowed in for the weekend beta. And right here you can see I'm scanning. I have like a few quests, like minor quests that I'm doing, like side quests. Not any part of like the main quest this episode. I think I just kind of go around and like kill a bunch of things and you know, just do like a bunch of the side quests and get ready for the next episode. But yeah. So the beta event is over by the time I am recording this right now. So in the next episode, I recorded that one live a couple days ago, so or yesterday, yeah, no, the day before yesterday, because that's when it ended. It ended on like Sunday night or something like that. And yeah, so the beta event's over, so I can't play any other classes or anything like that, and I'm a bit sad face about that. But hey, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Come closer, Acolyte.
Ooh.
The wind outside has torn my ears to tatters, and my eyes grow strained and bloody in the dark.
This guy. I remember this guy.
I've studied this tomb for years, slept on its stones, and dreamed of its depths. Now, I need assistance to solve its final mystery.
I don't dig through dirt for scholars.
That's like one of the things I noticed about being a Sith. I didn't get a chance to play like a good guy, and when the game comes out, I don't know if I'm going to play a good guy all the way or not. But you know, it's like, if you're a Sith, all you are is just like a big dick, like the whole time, no matter what you say. It's kind of awesome, but at the same time, it just like, you can't really like role play as much as you are listening to your character and be like the biggest douchebag in the world like the whole time. And they do give you some chances to get light points or like be nice, but I don't think that there would be a good reason to do that. I know that later on in the game, depending on how many light side points or dark side points you have, then you'll be able to get different gear or equip different gear depending on how many points you have in each side. But I don't know if they're going to be that powerful, or if like the really powerful items that you get in like raids or anything like that, if those require light side points or dark side points, or if those are more neutral.
If a Sith could slay the tomb's beast in its presence,
because then you get this this really bad dynamic going on, where if you get to the end game and you went through the story as like kind of middle of the road and you didn't build up enough dark side, light side points or whatever, then you could get to this point where you couldn't equip some things, and that would be kind of game breaking. So what I'm assuming is how they do this is that there is a vendor, and the vendors give you gear, and it gives you light side, dark side prerequisites or something like that. Because if it didn't work that way, then it'd be a little weird.
Droids were tougher than I thought. I'm not going to make it, but I hope whoever is watching this will honor me.
All the Sith in this game are like pretty much the biggest dicks you've ever met in your life. They're like, morals and logic are all like super flawed, and they just believe that like power is everything.
Slaves won't survive. Try to take them down.
I mean, it's pretty cool, but you know,
I mean,
come on.
And the slaves
like nobody in our well, I shouldn't say no. Most people kind of would like a bit more chances to not be a dick, but I guess like maybe not, because if you're just like playing a Sith, then yeah, you want to be a dick, I guess. Just be the biggest bad guy ever. That's what it's all about, right? So yeah, unfortunately, I can't like. I only got to like level 9, I think. I was almost to level 10, but and 10 is where you can actually get to talents and choose like a specialization, and every class has two specializations, and it kind of alters how you're going to play the game. It's kind of like talent trees in WoW, but each role usually has like two things that it's capable of, at least for a lot of it. I know that for like warriors, there's a tank one, and then like a DPS one. And the tank one is just like a tank DPS role, and then the DPS one is strictly DPS. And DPS, the DPS tanking, or the regular DPS role means that you can dual wield 2 lightsabers, which is pretty cool. And I know that there's, for Inquisitor, there is one that is like a tank and a healer, and then there's one that's strictly DPS, or something like that, or it's like healer and DPS. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, it's actually really cool though. I like it that there isn't too many like talents or like specializations. I mean, some people would argue that more specializations is better, but I say that less specializations that are more defined are better, because then you don't have to worry about learning so many different things before actually getting like a decent build or knowing what you want out of the game and all that stuff. And I just totally like force jumped that guy, and that guy ninja'd it with his lightning, or I was trying to ninja it. I can't remember. I was just like, I'm gonna steal that from you. I just like went for it. That's one thing that you can still do in this game, is you can steal mobs like pretty easily. But like one thing about this game is I noticed is like there's always plenty of mobs. Like you're never gonna like not need the mob that you're gonna want, unless it's like a boss in the middle of like a PvE zone or something like that. And most of the time when you go into quest areas, it's like a big boss guy, it's an instanced area anyway, so you're never not going to be like just waiting around most of the time. You could always be fighting and doing something. And then the one thing that I do like about this game a lot is actually the combat so far, at least for the Sith Warrior. I've watched videos of like the ones where like shooting is plausible, or like the bounty hunters and commandos and all that kind of stuff, and smugglers, and shooting just doesn't seem as fun to me, and as interactive to me. Maybe Inquisitor's a bit different because you're using like spells and not just random stuff, but so far it's just not appealing to me as much as melee combat is in this game. And the melee combat is really good, and it's just I really like it. It's really smooth. It's really good, and it's not laggy. Like, I'm surprised. Usually the betas, this is like one of the best betas I've ever been a part of, and usually the betas are really laggy and everything like that. And actually I say that, and at the end of this my connection goes out, I believe. I think the server's closed for maintenance for like an hour or two or something like that, and I was like, no. But so I like lag out at the end of this, and then, but like that was like the only time I ever really lagged really badly in this game. And in the next episode, I totally actually find a group, because I have 2 quests that require 2+ people, and I was like, I wish I could show this off, but it might take too long to find someone. But it actually didn't. I actually just ran over to the quest zone, and there was just people waiting outside it that wanted to like group up, or at least one guy who had the same quest as me. So we grouped up and did it. He was a bit of a noob, but it was like, it was fine. I don't think he used his like defensive abilities like once, but you know, that's okay. Everybody's new to the game. I can't really rag on him too bad for it, but it was kind of funny. But yeah, but like one thing I do not like about this game so far is that the harder enemies don't tend to have any like dynamics to avoid damage. And what I mean by that is there's no spells that they cast that you can avoid strictly off skill, and not just off like, you know, not just strictly off like, it's basically like the don't walk in the fire meme, you know? Don't stand in the fire. There's no bosses or anything like that that do that. And see, this is where I start lagging out right here. Yeah, but that's the only thing that I really don't like about this game so far, is that when I run into a harder enemy, it's over because of the, or it's over before it starts because I have less health than him, or something like that. Aside from the aside from just like it being skill based or something like that, like it's just because I'm not strong enough yet. It's just a purely statistical battle, and that's kind of lame. But yeah, that's it for this commentary, guys. I hope you guys liked this.